Okay, so let's talk about remediations in general for all the vulnerabilities we've discussed. Number one, of course, we just talked about it. Go ahead and apply the patch for Certified. Also, if you're using web enrollment, go ahead and enable EPA. And it's a very good idea to go ahead and audit all your certificate templates. If you've never done it before, I would highly recommend doing that. Okay, so for performing that audit, there are several tools and utilities that you can use, but you can also use the same tool that we've been using in this video for exploitation. That tool is called Certify. At the end of the video, we'll actually have a reference where you'll see a link to the GitHub repo. The great thing about Certify is that when you pull back those certificates, you can see at the bottom of the screenshot here, it'll tell you any low-hanging fruit vulnerabilities that it sees, escalation 1, escalation 2, and so on, even ones that we have not discussed in this video. Another great feature about Certify is that it supports output to Bloodhound, so you can actually import those certificate templates into Bloodhound and correlate all these different escalation vulnerabilities. So this could be really useful if you have templates where you have groups of users that have certain privileges and you want to take a look into those groups to see if it presents any vulnerabilities or anything that you should be aware of. So be vigilant. If you don't know who your ADCS administrators are, get to know them. Make sure that they are familiar with these vulnerabilities. Additionally, remove templates that are no longer being used. For example, disabling a template should just be a temporary option. If staff changes or that template is mistakenly enabled at some point, then you're opening up a hole. Also, do you know when these changes are being made? Consider formal change requests to trigger a security audit when making any changes to templates. You may also want to consider performing regular security audits of the templates themselves, especially if you're not doing change requests. Additionally, on the defensive side, there are some event IDs that you can use to trigger some alerts. For example, Event ID 4886, you can see that in the right window. Essentially, that is a certificate that's been requested. And if you look down there at the SAN, you can see that a user principal name has been included in that SAN request. That's a little bit suspicious. I would go take a look at it. Okay, so that concludes our presentation. Some additional references here, escalations 9 through 10. This was the same researcher that found Certified. If you're interested in some additional reading, go give that a read over. Also, the GitHub link for Certify, that's the tool that we use to exploit the vulnerabilities in the demos. I would absolutely recommend reading the Spectre Ops, at least their blog, but also their white paper. There's PSPKI Audit. That's another tool that you could use for auditing your templates. And then, of course, you want to check out Microsoft Securing PKI. Okay, well, that concludes our video, and thank you for watching.